Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Looks like everything's booting it up. Need to turn the live chat windows. Looks like everything's good to go. So let's go and get started. Of course, got a number of replays. Let's just go and start with a nice simple 1v1. See if there's any Brits versus Veramok. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just start from the top. Turn off my fan I have nearby, and let's actually get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Cup Heroes 1 replay. So on the north side as the Panzer League forces, we have Stick. While on the south side as the US forces, we got a foreign name. Get the fuel sector, going for Panzer Grenadiers, looks like a pretty much a standard build opener, nothing too crazy. Barracks being deployed in the field, no support weapons center shenanigans. I cannot speak right now. Second engineer, looks like no third engineer being deployed on the field. Rifle squad or jeep on the build queue. No doctrine selected just yet, so overall looks like pretty much a standard game, not a bad thing. Panzer Grenadiers now deployed up north.
We are upgraded.
Ready to roll out. Infantry section.
G43 squad deployed in the field. It's just me, or the barrels here have a bit of a flash there, so I've got a bit of arc weld going on with those barrels. Interesting. Now think about it, looks like it's like the glare effect from the fire that's underneath it, but still, it looks like the barrels have a bit of an arc weld flash there, but nope, not right there anymore. And the arc weld flash over here disappeared as well. Jeep has been deployed on the field, engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. G43 squad engaging the Jeep. Jeep has been peppered up quite a bit. We have some engineers back here to help repair it up. Of course, he could be pursued a little bit, and looks like he is being pursued. Engineers will be spotted. And Panzer Grenadiers are going to be trying to decapture this fuel sector, looks like, or just continue pushing forward. He might be repair over the fence. Not sure. Oh, yep, he is going to repair over the fence. Decides to go around the other side of the fence. And Kaliningrad is capturing the right side of the map. The cutoff sector here has been captured, as well as this fuel point way over here. Both your guys, squad engineers and rifle squad coming for a bit of flank. We've got 3 Panzer Grenadiers here, so rifle squad needs to be a bit careful. Decide for some heavy cover. Jeep, can you repair it on up? Another Panzer Grenadier on the field, 4 Panzer Grenadiers.
Fuel depot secured, no contact.
I've secured the objective.
Oops. Jeep push way forward, pepping up the Panzer Grenadiers. Another rifle squad deployed on the field. Panzer Grenadiers all grouped up in the center. The left side of the map has not been touched by the Panzer League player.
We are losing ammunitions depot.
More rifle squads pushing way forward. This one Gotta be a bit careful. Once he spots a good number of these forces, he just probably just keep his distance and stick behind the heavy cover. He's going to pursue there, going to be taking a bit of damage. Jeep's push way forward. Right now, the Panzer player is just blobbing up quite a bit. Rifle squad dancing around here, engaging here. Jeep has been peppered up quite a bit, starting to run away now. One of the Panzer Grenadier models are way down here. Times the US player wish he had frag grenades for research. Our squad falls back to some heavy cover there. Jeep needs to fall back. He's going to try to focus it down. Rifle squad getting hit as well. Our squad falls on back. US player is fighting this blob quite nicely. Multiple Panzer Grenadiers now falling back. I wonder if he has base healing. Nope, another Panzer Grenadier. Howdy. Kaliningrad moving to the left side. We have this rifle squad behind some heavy cover. Another rifle squad pushing forward.
Achtung! Enemy forces are attacking our petrol
Deep
depot.
engaging the Kaliningrad here. Our squad at close range in that Panzer Grenadier.
You men are barely needed. Don't fuck up.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Jeep moving around. Up north we do have, looks like a group company being employed on the field. Has a bit of fuel, he may be going straight for 2-2s. Supply yard now being established. Cutoff sector being secured. Fuel point being secured. Our squad getting peppered up a little bit. So right now there's 5 Panzer Grenadiers in the field. Pretty much standard number of Panzer Grenadiers. So far it seems like, yep, there's 3 riflemen. Another G43 upgrade. OC does have actually, looks like he has healing back home. Did not hear that upgrade researched.
Send your mission orders.
Yep, there's a healing effect now. VP now captured. Jeep needs repaired.
The pond has been secured.
Engineer squad here looks like it's going to be iron for motor. Yep, motor pool. Engineers rotating, or Panzer Grenadiers there. Engineers behind some heavy cover. Gonna have trouble versus Panzer Grenadier G43. Our squad getting peppered up there. One Panzer Grenadier falls back pretty early as well, keeping his manpower high, but of course field presence is a little bit low. We do now. Oh, Pan Support Command. I've been seeing a lot of Pan Support Commands lately. I think people are starting to be converted the way of the short-barreled Panzer IV. Because they've won anti-infantry, that's one of the best assets for it. Mortar half-track is another excellent option for Panzer Elite as well for anti-infantry. Of course, your targets have to stand somewhat still.
Go ahead, sir.
Gassed up and ready to go.
Nice thing about going for Panzer Command, you can also go for Tank Hunter and get the Hetzer for AT as well. Plus, he's already gone for Camp Group Company, so he has access to Panzerx. You don't have to rely on Panthers on every single game. A nice thing about going for short barrel Panzer Force is, of course, going for light TF check first. Short barrel Panzer Force also beat Greyhounds in 1v1 combat. Speaking about Greyhounds, we do have a Greyhound now deployed in the field. Jeep has been repaired. Rifle squad can focus down. Rifle squad picking up the Panzer Grenadier. Just need to find some cover and fight. No armored skirts just yet, but of course it's fresh deployed. He may not have time to research just yet. But hopefully it has been, yep, it has finalized the armored skirts. Light ATF truck deployed in field, so he has a light counter to the Greyhound. Soft counter. Kaliningrad does take direct hit there, but does survive. Does pepper up that unit there. Light half track get destroyed, engine crit. Creeps away, gets immobilized because of that. Receives a Greyhound shot. Looks like the Greyhound may or may not be in range. If it's in range, fall back a little bit. Engine crit there on the Greyhound, or not Greyhound, Jeep. It's the Panzer Grenadier, so looks like it's just outside our range, so just do hold ground. Mortar half track, peppering up the Greyhound, and the gunner immediately gets killed. Knocks out Jeep with the mortar half track. Knocks out the Greyhound with the light half track. I looked around for some Brits where I don't have any of those, but I can do 2v2s next. Half tracks need to drive on out of there. Does suppress down the rifleman. Light half track force need to use that ability to hit infantry reasonably or at all.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Half tracks need to start falling back. I have not heard of the upgraded HQ or upgraded Panzer Support Command to get out short barrel Panzer IVs. Flamer engineers do fall back. Our squad moving around. Howdy. Oh, looks like he used the ability there, or maybe just got lucky. 1 to 3. Oh, we got another Greyhound deployed in the field. And there's plenty of munitions for abilities for the light ATF track. Our squad's starting to fall back now.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Mortar. I just saw mortar. Oh, yep, the mortar did fire. It scattered wide. I thought it was like, it's going to land right here, isn't it? Nope. You landed directly on top of him over here.
You have destroyed an enemy unit.
Set your orders.
Oop, friendly fire.
Vehicle ready.
No doctrine selected just yet. Greyhound, of course, has armored skirts for rifle squad and engineers push forward.
Territory out of supply.
Contact. Engaging forward element.
Panzer Grenadiers are falling on back now. Panzer Command now deployed in the field. May I aim for some 2-2s or 3. Panzer Grenadiers picking up the rifleman squad. This one's getting behind heavy cover as well. Flame Engineers, however, flanking. But if they're behind, in front of heavy cover, they won't do any bonus damage, if I remember correctly. G43 squad does pin down the Flame Engineers.
We're losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
He has recovered from suppression there. He has, of course, a second G43 can use suppression. And yes, he has quite a bit of manpower stored on up. Squad's on to fall back. Did a good job of winning the flamethrower. Looks like he's using his ability now on the light tap trap.
Munition stores are under attack. The enemy has moved against one of Germany's victory points.
Luftwaffe squad can now be deployed in the field. Next item on that path is, of course, the verbal win. But you usually don't see the verbal win too often. So he's probably going to go for Fallschirmjägers next. Of course, he does effects as a camouflage kit and grad. You can see that camouflage makes it extra stealthy. Panzer Grenadiers heading down south, force back the riflemen.
Scheiße, the enemy is stealing a victory point from beneath our noses.
Ready for a combat mission.
Our forward supply lines are broken. Luftwaffe ground forces have arrived and are now available for assignment.
Flame Engineers push forward. We'll hit a unit in open cover or open ground.
Taking fire from
Then we're just now falling back, right squad pushing forward. And this is heavy cover, this combustible container, but it is a line of sight blocker.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
We have secured the target.
Drive squad pushing forward. Panzer Grenadiers will receive a frag grenade. Immediately hits the retreat button. Going for Panzerstrike upgrade.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Mortar, I think, hitting the engineers. Range a little bit short.
Kampfgruppe Company has reported in.
And the ref squad does fall back there. Can grab a catch along the flank.
The enemy has destroyed one of the Kampfgruppe's vehicles.
Kaliningrad has gone down. Best use Burgundy to get that recovered. Also went down to this AT gun.
Your men are barely needed. Don't fuck up.
Kampfgruppe Leer is now able to enjoy the benefits of our Jaeger command upgrade.
And looks like he's getting all the HQ upgraded buildings and going straight for Panthers. Shame. Right now, it's still just multiple. Do have a support weapon set now deployed in the field. Maybe I'm for a mortar, most likely a sniper. Does suppress sound declarators. Those out frag does avoid it. Another grenade there.
Destroyed an enemy unit.
Greyhound push way forward. Put it there on the Panzer Grenadier.
The enemy will never be able to match the efficiency of our support command structure.
All these units will fall back in time. He has plenty of manpower, but he's saving that for the Panthers.
Contact! Contact! Men are barely needed.
Hunter, we are losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
Commander, sir.
Sniper push way forward. Just a shot in the lift-off ground forces. As Grenadiers making their way down south, these half-tracks are at full health. Luftwaffe ground forces still has 4 members remaining.
We are upgraded and ready for action.
AT gun and rifle squad push way forward. Flame engineers push way forward.
Hunter, we must defend the enemy's advances on our
Fresh
victory
Kaliningrad
points.
deployed in the field. And here comes the Panther research. Mortar half-track push way forward. Light half-track rolls a miss. Camouflage AT or Kaliningrad push way forward, which may receive a deadly shot from here. Because he does not manage to get a shot off. Panzer Grenadiers just blobbing the way forward. Mortar half-track can start barraging this AT gun, but does pull back. You have a regular landmine here. It does explode. I can't think of anything at the moment. Maybe Churchill's? Not Churchill Crocodile. I think Churchill Crocodile is not worth it. I think AVREs and regular Churchills are good, but I think Churchill's could be a good item if you realize a 1 or 2 early would be very nice. Grenade, good grenade there. Rifle squad on the flank. We do have now the Kaliningrad on fire. Panthers on the build queue. Light half track straight forward.
We have lost a vehicle.
Kaliningrad has gone down. Best use broken to get that recovered. Veterans 1 defense there.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
Panthers pushing way down south. I just realized something. That driver hatch is open. That's not exactly a great idea. He crushes Kaliningrad, you monster.
Now available for deployment.
Engineers, of course, falling back, so as all of its members alive. Multiple building out something, part another AT gun.
Capturing speed has increased.
Fieldcraft now researched.
We await your command.
Oh, piece of debris flew into orbit. And something exploded down here. Oh, that's the piece of debris. It landed over here. So it didn't go into orbit. It actually made a sound effect. Most debris in the game doesn't make a sound effect when they fall, so I guess that piece does. Looks like he does find a landmine. Or its transmission exploded. 1 to 3.
Objective under our control. Ready to move on.
Does take a pen there.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Interesting enough, flak idiots would still be a good idea for the Pansley player, due to the fact that flak idiots are pretty good versus AT guns.
We are losing ground.
Does short a bit of wire there. A Rive Squad or a Sniper Veteran C1. More half track could barraging the sniper.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Engineers rotating around, gets fire onto the engineers. And watch Kaliningrad, of course, can see quite a bit of a distance, so you can probably start bringing the mortars on top of this.
First level operations within reach, sir. Action, sir.
The scenery mortar now land on top of the M1AT gun. Sounds good. Our squad's gonna fall back there. Hands gonna just move around on the flank. Kaliningrad here as well. Flame engineers push away forward.
Reserves are slipping at 200 points.
Sniper does hit these Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, looks like he was trying to go for a sticky bomb to the Kaliningrad. The US flag is not revealed doctrine, but this current rate's probably infantry. Nope, he actually gone for airborne. There's a good amount of manpower for it as well. Maybe trying to eye for a good strafing run. Rifle squad engineers moving forward. Flame engineers are starting to fall back. Sticky bomb onto this Panther. Maybe he's going to try to get some bombing runs with these Panthers. And it's going to repair it on up. Panzer is pushing down south. Kaliningrad here as well. Snipers causing issue. Got a Panzer truck here. Greyhound advancing. Hitting some of these AT guns with the mortars. Panzer is pushing forward. Looks like the landmine was swept, and the Kaliningrad does not get exploded when the rifle squad or Panzer shot it.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
Receiving fire!
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Generally, yes. I think the 2-2 is running the counter, and we got a pair of 2-2s now deployed in the field. Sorry, my mind's a little bit fried at the moment. I've been having issues with the heat here and getting hit by some heat exhaustion. 2-2's firing away, hitting the rifleman. Down south, we got a pair of AT guns, and the Greyhound trying to respond to the 2-2. Either 2-2-1 or 2-2-2. Of course, the 2-2-1 can be upgraded to 2-2-3. Greyhounds here. 2-2 starting to fall back now. We do have Rifle Squad here. Panther 3-4, Panzer is down south, does find the sniper here. Straight run there, gets it, does wipe out one of the Panzer Grenadiers, but that's pretty much it. More back the other two. Picks up Panzer truck, and Rifle Squads love to pick up Panzer trucks.
We're drawing a line of fire here!
Pay attention! Engineers, take it easy!
Do now have a tank depot now deployed in the field by the US player. Maybe I'm for some M10s or Hellcats.
Sniper here.
Ready for another beating.
Tactical air support is asking for smoke.
Bombers now available. AT gun straight forward. Of course, he's out to this far.
We got ground infantry!
Triple 2-2 is now on the field. AT gun pushes away forward. M18 now deployed in the field. Panzer Grenadier is getting peppered up a little bit. Sniper is hitting.
Watch your flank! Any tank here! Fire! Through!
AT gun here gets destroyed. I was about to say he's almost down. Panzer Grenadier is pushing forward. A rock squad of Panzer Strike pushing forward, but getting ripped
We're
apart.
losing a fuel sector.
AT gun does hit the 2-2. Panzer Grenadier is pushed on the flank, hitting the rifleman. think Panthers sort of slow down the game. Panther's not highly lethal, but the US player can't easily deal with it either. Sticky bomb now casted. He may get heavy engine crit.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
He's got a regular engine crit. Let's see, US player currently has both supply yard upgrades. Panther pushing forward will find the Hellcat. Or building Tank Depot's building Hellcat. Sticky bomb casted. He can get inside the garrison, but doors on this side. Panzer gets a good hit there. Panzer at point blank range.
Enemy unit down.
Strafing run hits a good number of these units. He may have wiped out one of those squads based on the audio line.
Casualties being reported.
Something went down, maybe a US squadron engineer. Oh, if a sniper still alive. Actually, looks like it was one of his Hellcats went down, since this one's the only one he has live. The other one went down some up here. Panthers started going down. Patrick should be able to finish off. Gave damaging crit there. The short engine crit there. So if he gets another shot off, he will lose the Hellcat. Main gun short crit there. Not a death crit. 2-2 goes on down. 2-2 goes on down. Panzer rolls a miss. Does lose a Panzer or engineer. Lose a T-gun. Bonnie goes down, gaining the rifle squad efficiency 2. And the lead player has a good amount of manpower. Maybe on for another pair of Panthers.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
We are upgraded and ready for action. Men are barely needed. Don't fuck up.
Hellcat deployed on the field.
Motor half track ready to serve.
Another mortar half track deployed on the field. His original one has gone down. Panther here needs quite a bit of repairs. Got another recon run.
We can use Luftwaffe ground forces to take
He does have a cannon ground on the field that catch up this point over here. 2-2 does get peppered up, so has 9 command points. I don't think he's even got. Yep, he's gone to another ability. His next ability on one side would be Force Fingers, the other ability would be the Verbal one. Think about him on the more or light half track. He has quite a bit of missions, so might as well get the S or butterfly bombs and the Henschel. Okay, it's starting to fall back.
The enemy is stealing a victory point from beneath our noses.
Flames here is getting peppered up. Right now, the Panzer player does have a good amount of manpower, munitions, and fuel to work with. US player doesn't have much munitions, some manpower to work with, and plenty of fuel, but not much on the field. Yeah, right now, US player did quite well in the early game with his rifleman engagements against the blob of Panzer Grenadiers, but right now he's just having trouble with them. Butterfly bombs being summoned. He does not have engineer from minesweepers. Fire squad about ready to explode a little bit.
We're losing a fuel
My
sector.
apologies. Settle my drink here.
Engineer squad ready, sir.
Sitting pretty.
Repairing up this light ATF truck. Looks like it did manage to survive all that. Kaliningrad here, capture the fuel sector. Right now, the US force does have more VPs and capture the central one. At least he's capturing it. Our squad is starting to fall back now.
We're losing ground out there.
Ready to go on the hunt. Minefield's clean.
Mine detected. Looks like it's just butterfly bombs. Our squad straight forward. Aim for maybe a sticky bomb on the Panther. Hensley player has plenty of resources. Does take some there. Mortar knocks around the rifleman.
Standing by to adjust attack.
Kampfgruppe Leer can now use incendiary grenades.
Incendiary grenades now researched. Oh, looks like the Flamer Engineer is getting some good damage there. Keningrad's also falling back as well.
Ready. Ready to respond. Vehicle ready for action. Was ist los?
Attention, the enemy advances.
Does get a direct hit there. I don't think his ability was utilized there as well, so that may have been just a lucky shot.
Reporting task complete. Moving on.
Private squad's trying to fall back. Left squad straight forward. Penchuk may take out the Kaliningrad. Does roll a miss with it. Rangers trying to fall back now. Light ATF track firing away. Does take a shot there. Right squad straight forward. AT gun hits the Panther. Transmitter is firing away, getting some hits on the Rifleman squad. Panther's about to get overrun by triple Hellcat. He may spawn out double Panther. Henschel's now available. Panther takes some hits. He may need to call in Panther reinforcements once he has enough manpower or popular space, which he does. Hellcat's trying to fall back away from the Henschels. Main gun straight crit there. Hellcat goes down. Hellcat goes down thanks to the Henschel. That run took out two of them. Panther now counter-attacking. Conservator is now falling back. Rifle squad has taken some hits. Looks like 2-2s may have stopped the movement of the Hellcat as well as the Panther. Another Hellcat here. Panther's having trouble with turret rotation. Another pair of Panthers in the build queue. 2-2 goes down to the Hellcat. And light tap track does immobilize this Hellcat. Both sides roll a miss there. Panther's one pen away from death. Panther goes down. Oh, he has to keep his munitions up now a little bit high, so bringing the control squad wouldn't be half bad since his opponent has signaled that to him that he is going for a large number of Hellcats. We do now have a AT gun pair drop. Somewhere. Right there.
57 crew ready for orders.
Rifleman squad.
Our squad will catch the VP, getting double capture in favor of the US player. Hensley player just not been able to keep secure the VPs. Short barrel cannons forwards can easily help out with that.
Damn it! We're taking fire here!
AT gun firing away. Pentagoners forced back to the rifleman. Pentagoners starting to fall back a little bit.
We are down to 100 points.
We've captured the position. Squad ist einsatzbereit.
Vulture makers popped on out, probably popped out here to capture the VP. Flame engineers, however, immolated them.
The point has been secured.
Airdrop AT gun pushed away forward.
Repeats, request support.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
At this rate, yeah, the Pennsylvania players having trouble with VPs, but does have double capture in his favor for now.
Go ahead, sir.
Kaliningrad has spot the rifleman. It does get revealed.
Lost a unit to the
Kaliningrad has
enemy's
gone down.
advances.
Best use Bergen-Tiga to get that recovered.
We are losing a munitions depot.
Receiving fire.
Couple good hits on the Panther. He's captured this VP. Right now the VPs are neutral. This one's at least despicably neutral. We actually do have a Bergen-Tiga on the build queue. Strikes the Panther carcass.
Take cover! Take
He used the introduce lift-off ground squad to start hitting the engineers. Vulture makers pushing forward, no upgrade onto them. Hellcat on the flank. VP in the center has been captured, so US player has a capture in his favor. Bergen-Tiga push way forward. Maybe there's a couple vehicles here. You guys see what I'm saying? Kaliningrad here. Not Kaliningrad. I even got that stuck in my mind, don't I? Let's see one Hellcat here. Those two were covering. Is that the mortar half track or light half track? I think that's a mortar half track. Flame engineers here. It is indeed a mortar half track. Its tube is not down, so it's immediately able to fire. In fact, it doesn't appear to have any crits onto it.
Attention, the enemy advances.
The upgrade is complete. Half-track repairs completed. Have we new orders?
Mortar half track has been repaired and fully restored. There's another Volkswagen squad that got deployed out over here.
My men are ready. The location is secure.
It really teased me too much there, didn't it? You see what I'm seeing. The rifle squad. Oh, there goes the 2-2 there. 2-2 being recovered immediately. Panzer Grenadiers and Volksjägers pushing forward. Rifle squad gets hit. 2-2 gets recovered. Panther push way forward. AT gun here. Sniper push way forward. This AT gun's out of range of the Panther at the moment. Hellcat taking hits. One more pen's done for. Sniper here.
We have eliminated the enemy
Well,
once more.
that BP on the left side still secured. Engineers idle there. And the Kaliningrad gets crushed. Oh, come on. Draw with this one. 2-2 straight forward. Got double sniper here. This sniper I think is a fresh one. 3 kills. Another Hellcat on the field. Note that the same Hellcat severely damaged. Emergency 1. Focusing on the AT gun there. Well, can't do much versus it. Looks like the Panther is getting repaired up by the Luftwaffe ground forces. Rifle squad falling back. Oh, got some flares here. Paradrop AT gun. I just want I saw more than just one green flare popping on the sky. That must be going crazy. As the AT gun does get fully destroyed there. It's gonna recover, I think that's a light AT half track. Looks like was propped up by its AT gun from the crane.
We are losing a sector.
AT gun here caused some issues. Bergantiga is in range as AT gun, so it's getting peppered up quite a bit. It has armor, but not much health to it. And those bounces just chunks away at it. Another strafe run there, pins down the Volksjägers. We got some butterfly bombs trying to be paradropped in on this path here. Panzer Grenadiers trying to overrun the sniper, maybe. One does take out the sniper, one them, the other one does escape on out there. Panzer Grenadiers, one did get wiped out though. Volksjägers are suppressed still and getting immolated. Center VP's neutral. There's the rifle squad there. Looks like the 2-2 went down there. Bergantiga's almost down as well. Bergantiga's not been going down. Nails his Kaliningrad carcass there. Volksjägers pushing forward. Light TF track gets the Hellcat fully mobilized. Maybe we'll finish it off there. Destroyed an crit. 2-2 does get recovered. Hellcat does go down to the light TF track. Does take out the 2-2 again. Maybe the 2-2 wouldn't be going down so often if he were to recover that Kaliningrad to provide some good spotting. Light ATF track goes down now. Bergantiga's dancing around there, so it's going down. Fire squad always throw a landmine. Oh, that's an AT gun. And raining men. And the Bergantiga does go out of control. Panther's firing away, hitting the AT gun directly. Thinking about this Panther as well, which will get engine crit.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Panther pushing forward, AT gun does get decrewed. Got the sniper here. He may be roughly where it's at, so he's trying to crush it. That was taking a direct hit there with the engineers. Engineers and rifle squad push forward. Stick bomb would do okay against the Panther, not great.
We must rally, Kampfgruppe. We have got 50 points.
Contact! Infantry! Extended line! Extended line! Ready to pass an order!
But it's in the Rifleman squad. I think the US player may have backed out of the game based on this movement.
Camp Belair has proven its superiority once again.
Yep, and it looks like the US player has backed out of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need the restroom. Please give me a moment. Apologies, I'm back. Let's see, delete that, and request for a 2v2. Let's see, try to find, here's one of each on Wolf Helza. I think I may have done this one. May have forgot to delete that from last week. Oh, somebody wanted Brits. Here's 2 Brits. So let's do this. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Comp Heroes 1 replay. So on the left side as the British forces, we got "You are a noob," which is a correct statement. Spawn as the other British player, we got Harley. Spawn as the Panzer force, we got Dimno. I don't know how to properly pronounce that. And spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we have a foreign name. Double Pioneers, Kaliningrad, Panzer Grenadiers, that's pretty much standard. Probably more Panzer Grenadiers. Go Rifle Squad, building something. And of course over here we do have more infantry section. Let's see, usually a British player parks right here and around here in this fuel sector. Sometimes there's munitions sector. Though this munitions sector is here not a bad idea, and there's 2 munitions sectors. So a number of places where they can park their HQ.
Yes, sir.
Vickers emplacement there, very nice.
No hands in area. Point secure.
Munitions sector being captured on up. And looks like Panzer Grenadiers will be gaining inside the garrison, but however we'll find the Vickers emplacement. Tell me if you need help. What's he trying to coordinate? Lieutenant now pulling the field. Lieutenant getting hit a couple times. Those are the Panzer players immediately focus on Lieutenant. Lieutenant gets on out of there, taking quite a bit of damage there actually. Panzer Grenadier pushing forward over here. Set the Lieutenant behind this fence and be fine enough. Up north we do have Scorpion Squad versus Pioneers. Lieutenant get peppered up quite a bit. Depends how the Brits play. The British faction, of course, is a faction filled with gimmicks. Does use deployed as a marksman there, I believe. Vickers still peppering away against the Scoop Park squad. Engineers now, or Panzergrenadiers falling back. You have an MG-42 inside this garrison. And HQ actually parked driving pretty far forward. So very forward HQ. Maybe going for the fuel sector? Maybe this munitions? I have no idea. Other British players packed up as well, so I have no income at the moment. HQ-42 hitting this infantry section. He's trying to wait till he deploys his forward HQ before retreating it back. Crawl away is probably a good idea. He's getting overran. Is he going forward deployed right there? Capture the fuel sector. Had to retreat back. And he decided to park right there. Panzergrenadier saying, you can't park there. Lieutenant in the corner. There's some heavy cover there from the hide behind. Scope of squad here.
Germans have penetrated the lines. They are trying to take a sector.
Scope of squad engaging. And looks like they decided to pack on up and get on out of there. His teammate is deploying right there, and this will be in supply. The wounded lieutenant's going to take time to capture these backline sectors, probably a good idea. He took way too much damage on that guy and doesn't have any way to heal him up at the moment. Don't play the gimmick faction anymore. It's completely unfair to play against when there's more than one of them. I can see that to a certain extent. This map may be a bit more so as well, since how narrow this map is. Split trenches will cause quite a bit of issues. Attack, you don't have enemy, saying he's rotating up north. But of course, sections move quite slowly without proper motivation. Oh, redeploys the Fort HQ on that fuel sector? Okay. He's going to retreat back to it. He's going to get overran. Another intersection here. No. On the far side, they're just good. Immediately suppressed, needs the retreat button, does recover. Of course, this is non-supply, so he's just going to be walking. The other guy pushed forward. This is not going to go well for this player, I'm pretty sure. He needs to pack up and get out of there. MG-42, just continue firing away. He has a lieutenant now here to support out. He needs the retreat button and get reinforcements going. Looks like the MG-42 was caught reloading. Does suppress these guys here as well. Need to use deploy as marksman as quickly as it can, but munitions is not exactly high for him. Those lose a pioneer. MP-40 squad here, which is nice, but down to 2 members. It's not that great. MP-42 still causing huge issues. MP-40 squad needs to just fall back once there's a bunker nearby.
Germans are trying to seize one of our strategic locations.
His retreat button there. MP-40. Both these squads need to fall back. Replacement MG-42 here. I'm not sure why he's not retreating back, this guy. Maybe he's trying to use his bait. He's in negative. How is he negative cover? Am I stupid? Oh, there's negative cover there. Guess I am stupid. Infantry sections push forward. Panzergrenadiers here. This infantry section here pumps up the Kaliningrad. Scope squad did paint forward. Looks like this road here counts as negative cover, as a full road rather than just a path. And it actually extends out all the way up here. So this is where the path ends. Though right now the British players have not deployed out slit trenches, but of course their officer design does support blobbing. 2 here, firing away. One person's lagging a little bit, looks like. It appears to be, I think, the yellow Wehrmacht player. MG-42 got caught reloading, got a heroic charge there.
Target has been knocked out.
Of course, we'll just ignore suppression for that said blob as well. Like I said, Brits just promotes blobbing. Best idea is probably go for, unless he's lagging a little bit again, probably good idea for him to go for a stew. He may have lost it because of lag spike. You have a fuel cache here. It would probably be a good idea for also the Vermont player to go for the Supersophuses. British player, the Pensley player could eye for Pummels. And likely both these British players are going for Royal Artillery. 2-2 firing away, MP40 here to support. 2-2 needs some repairs. Does eventually one offense. Oh, we got four. No, that's a 4-man Grenadier, not Panzer Grenadier. Let's go for squad here. Finds MP42, who is idle. Leningrad here. No doctrine selected on the Panzer player. Bren's there. Got some Brens here. Grenadier's gonna hit. Trying to use a Panzer to clear out this half track. Or not half track, truck. No track. We do now have some Panzer Grenadiers STGs and just go overrunning these forces, forcing the retreat. Panzer Grenadier STG is a little bit too much for him. Almost seems like he has a 4-man squad upgrade. No Luftwaffe or logistics company though. Brand's forward here, 2-2 on the flank. And let's see, he's retreating back to his teammate's HQ. No capturing clearing station there to help his teammate out to heal those units up. And he has redeployed here, but he will go down. He does have field support truck going for our captain. He could just play off his teammate's HQ for the time frame. Button, not button, was that a button or was that a building being activated there? It didn't have any doctrines like this, so that must have been a button on the Leningrad. That squad does escape. There's actually 2 members still left there. Falls back here. Volksgrenadiers, regular Grenadiers, multiple Panzer Grenadiers.
Target is secured. No Huns yet.
Field support truck is on right there. Fresh Stewart being employed on the field and be a great pop right now. Attack 2-2s. No sappers just yet, but no AT in this area looks like. He needs to go with Sapper next. He has some manpower for it. He does not necessarily need an HQ just yet. Pantrax hitting that mortar emplacement. Looks like this one will escape on out of there. Light tap track push right forward. Does get the crit shot there. Destroyed into crit. They won't try turning around before it gets immobilized. Mortar does get decrewed. Does not get immobilized. Light tap track go into melee range. He has a fighter shot and does take it out. His infantry was just way too far away. He does go for another forward HQ, or soon to be forward HQ.
Oi, Atkins, listen up. Captain, ready for orders. Bloody hell, they've zeroed in enemy fire!
Another Stuart now deployed in the field. Looks like just eyeing for attack efficiency on his 2-2s, which does make them very lethal, don't get me wrong. Attack efficiency on 2-2s is good, just that people who are defense make him more resilient to all the small arms. May see a cancer shots here soon. We do not. Also got Captain Sprint here. Broke charge as well. Stu now on the field. Direct hit down the Brens. May lose his Bren squad. Does save that Bren squad. Falls back to everything there. Against blobs, just go for high explosives such as those stews. Double pan truck here. We got hold down on the British player we selected, so he's gone for royal armor. There goes the Stewart.
Ready to copy orders.
He went for haul down, but does not have any vehicles for at the moment. He must be eyeing for the resupply. There is a 17-pounder. Who's pushing forward over on the Bren squad. Up here, we do have the captain here, severely wounded. His officer just remains wounded. Or dead. Looks like that Bren squad may have been wiped on out.
German target.
Kaliningrad has gone down. Best use a Bergen to get that recovered.
You should be proud, gents. Gun here. Nice work.
Sending Pounder in a good defensive position. Direct hit onto the Stu. Piet squad needs to head down south. He has some Brens with buttons. That Stu may be down. Rotates the 17 pounder around. He has rear armor. Doesn't get the button off. I think that was a bit of a mistake. PS do connect. Oh, goes down. I forgot the fact that he can shoot through the trucks. Good frag grenade there. Got some damage. And somehow, see if there. Could just one it's going to go down. Triple attack there, which does find a 17 pounder shot.
Service battalion has improved our HQ.
Fresh Stew. And he has now the increased income, so that militia sector is providing 16. There's more places going to get overran. He doesn't have too much on the field, does he? No, he does not. I'm not sure where all went. He does have armor command truck. Officer artillery looks like being brought on in. No, he has commando. He has. That was a decoy barrage. So he's got 10 Royal Commandos, but no commandos on the field yet. Officer goes down. Piet squad goes down. Scoper squads but are going down. That may be another decoy barrage. He pretty much has nothing. These guys are falling back now. 2-2s and Stug here. You say Brett's won already, but this player is not doing all too well. That might be an actual barrage there. Then again, decoy barrages cool down pretty quickly. Sapper squad now deployed in the field. Does use deploy, does the marksman there. Victor's is starting going down. I tap track firing away. Direct hit on the HQ. These guys back here trying to get some healing from the casualty clearance station that must be recently placed. Do now have a Staghound on the field. Honestly, Cromos would have been just fine. Fighting against 2-2s and Stews, Cromos would be perfectly fine.
The initiative is ours. Victory countdown started.
The British player is selected right now. Maybe he should eye for AVRE. He's going to get some decent munition slope, and he won't have really much other doctrinal munition sinks. So an AVRE is probably a good idea once he gets enough command points. Staghound pushes forward, hitting a Volks Grenadiers. SCG squad's going to fall back. One does get wiped on out. And this immediately gets a shortage of crit from the light tap track. Does get fully mobilized. He has no escorting infantry. Oh, Stu explodes that. Another Staghound looks designed for Staghound span. Right now, he just needs a bit of everything. The British player we have selected has some resource to work with, but has a good amount of assets in the field. British player here, it has pretty much nothing. Going for more Staghounds. Not much fuel income at the moment. There's a good number of 2-2s on the field, as well as Stu.
Staghound on the field.
Standing by for grid.
Commander's unpacking. We won't be long.
He went straight for the 25-pounder barrage. Does not have commandos available yet.
Set up and ready to fire.
Veterans 3 tanks, so the Blitzkrieg player is eyeing for his elite tanks. He might have access to a Tiger soon. Needs 3 more command points, or 2.5. Not enough manpower for it either way. Doesn't have a huge army in the field, but has more than this British player.
You're losing a sector.
And the Panzer player has gone for Luftwaffe ground forces, so some flak 88s would not be half bad. In fact, they know that their opponent... Let's see, they probably don't know what the Royal Engineer player has actually gone for Royal Engineers, but they know about the Royal Commandos. Flak 88s, we all have to worry about the occasional 25-pounder barrage. So yeah, I think the Pensley player should actually eye for Flak 88s. He may have them available. He has Robo ones, but can't see a visual indication for the Flak 88s. He has a good number of 2-2s, 5 of them. A 10-10-10, if you will. He's doing a good job of skirmishing around with them. He has a reasonable amount of manpower for a verbal win. One was an actual barrage. Veterans 3 Stu backing on off, has rear armor exposed. Light cap track once again going to melee range, has efficiency 2. The short engine crit. He has his rear armor exposed, but don't know if 2 is going to be any reasonable versus it. Double pan struck stormtroopers pushing forward. One of course missed, one does hit. Does get suppressed by the Pinta mounts and using that bug. Does knock out a Staghound there. And that's probably decoy barrage. Also heavy cover, which will improve his suppression recovery. Doesn't get a shot off though. Captain Sprint bug and Buse pushing his way forward.
How would you like to upgrade some commands? Sir.
Yeah, this one when I say when players go, they don't go for a 2-2 or 5 because we got 5 2-2s. More Stews wouldn't be half bad against this player as well. He has enough manpower for Panthers. But I do think Flak 88s would not be half bad. Or 17-pounder here. Strikes it. Gets a good amount of damage there. Cancels it. Off of Twitter. Captain retreat there. Stu gets hit. There's a lot of bounces. Staghound and PS push forward. Stormtroopers getting hit. Stu needs to fall back into repairs. Maybe the Wehrmacht player needs to go for some repair bunkers. Both Stews go down. Cention's getting to a quite large number, so working half tracks may be a good idea. Mortar half tracks as well. Hits button there. We got stun grenades being summoned by 2 men. Those lose that Pioneer squad. Great stun there. One guy remains. Throws one last stun grenade before he should fall back. We do have a Flak 88 now pulled in the field. Something got nailed. What it was, I'm not sure. I think that's a glider on the map. STG squads forward. 2-2s are advancing. We've got a commando squad will pick up a Piet off the ground. While from this guy, oh, there's 2 Piets there. Attack efficiency 2-2 does get its engine crit. Nails the Staghound. Panzer Grenadiers fighting away. 2-2s pushing forward. Getting some good hits there on these commandos.
Pioneers, weapons check.
Up north, got this squad pushing forward. Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers pushing forward. 2-2s are advancing, skirmishing around. We got double lieutenant here. More stun grenades would be a good idea. I think the Wehrmacht players should really eye for stun grenades. Let's take out the Flak 88. Stu is a good hit there. More decoy barrage and actual barrage. And I think I hear got the verbal in there. It sort of sounds similar to some next to the Goliath. Against the Piet blob, it's better to go for short-barreled Panzer IVs than the verbal ones. Short-barreled Panzer IVs are far more resilient, as the armored skirts reduce the damage received from Piets either by 50% or 66%. I can't remember which one.
We're losing a sector.
Whirlwind hitting the commandos. The Jews have been doing quite well, at least staying alive. He's rebuilt the 5th one. I think one of them went down. Wipes out that squad entirely. He's getting some more attack efficiency in some of them as well. We do have a 17 pounder. Maybe he should go for Bofors with this many 2-2s on the field. Though we'll have trouble with the Stews. Grenadiers pushing forward and pushing the way backwards. 2-2s and Verbal 1 push along the flank. A lot of autocannons. 5 2-2s, 1 Verbal 1, so that's 9 barrels of 20mm.
Mission successful. Victory point is ours.
Elite Fallschirmjäger infantry are now available to comfortable relief.
The Panzer player has quite a bit of manpower stored on up. Volkswagen is getting ripped apart. Doesn't too much on the field, has yeah, not much at all. May just want to save for the Tiger tank. That these forces sort of pushing the way forward. The Commando player has assets available. Has a glider asset, or Tech Shark glider asset, which is not going to be likely. Got triple stack out in the field for him. Decided to deploy back a Commando glider back here, which allows him to continue building more commandos back there, which is not a bad idea. if you just want elite infantry. Big line of British landmines. Two. Destroyed 2 out of 3. Vickers and 17 pounder here. Coastal boards, they're a bit more resilient. And we do have aviaries available. I would like to see an aviary. He has plenty of population space for it. Oh, find some more of those landmines. This British player, he's been spending all of his excess munitions on landmines, which is a good idea. He does not have any big mission sink. This thing he can sink it doctrinally. Why is the Churchill aviary. Don't go for Churchill crocodiles when you have plenty of munitions. And generally just don't go for Churchill crocodiles. Regular Churchills are plenty anti-infantry. And that's an actual barrage there, I think. Got more Staghounds here. Which I think pretty sure Short Barrel Pans Forest will also beat that in 1v1. Though may have trouble versus that many Staghounds. And he caught up on the terrain with a verbal one. Does take out the 2-2. Decoy barrage there. Verbal one has took some hits. We do have a minesweeper bunker. The Peasant player just have not been getting any. Both these Axis players just have not been playing enough AT to deal with mass Staghound. They have not been properly countering a common British tactic. We do now have a Veteran C3 Tiger tank. I don't think British Staghounds have white phosphorus. I think that's only the US T-17. I don't think I ever seen once the British Staghound deployed out white phosphorus last time I checked. Good hits there. Well, one's a freedom flavor, the other one's tea flavored. That's how I can go tell them apart. We do have the VP now captured. Commandos push right forward. Does leave a grenade. Does eat it slightly. Multiple STG squads here hitting that Panzer Grenadier. 2-2 push right forward. That's Brits in a nutshell. They only can blob because of how their officers and how they just can't walk outside of supply, or they can't jog outside of supply. They can only walk. Landmine here. More Staghounds. Looks like they're getting repaired on up. With Bluebirds having 2-star lieutenant, it's going to become possible killing their infantry. That just only increases their damage. But then again, if you kill your opponent, it prevents damage from being received. You look how many sappers he has. He has 5 sappers. No wonder he's building so many landmines. He has also so many munitions per minute, so they'll pull out a good number of landmines. It's one reason why I say Brits are just a faction of gimmicks. Either they promote mass blobbing or Sim City. Good hits there. Titan getting some great damage done. Oh, the verbal one fired something in the sky, maybe. A glider may have been shot down out of the sky. I saw the verbal one firing, and it looked like it was hitting something in the air.
Panzer divisions are down to 200 points.
70 pounder has gone down. Oops, I got a permanent crosshair there. My bad. And we've got mass penetrix on the flank. Very nice. Though it looks like this arc does get some good coverage. Yeah, focusing on the officer definitely does help out. Does take out the 17 pounder there. Got the Henschels being summoned now. Panther here. Pansley Panther. Two 2s are here. Not sure what the other Pansley Panthers at the moment. Yeah, maybe an extra barrage fire from the tail will fire. We'll see it's just down to one Panther. Target tank here. You now have a Firefly on the field. Good hit there. Some of the stag hound got right there. I wonder if it's stuck there, or maybe it can go all the way in and be very thematic. Rear armor exposed in the verbal one. That's not great. Oh, the landmine exploded, and I think a Royal Engineer exploded along with it. There's a lot of landmines. If the target tank can't advance with all these landmines in the region, there's a very good number of them. More 2-2s remaining. His teammate has gone for Luftwaffe ground force, so he can send forward camouflage Kettengrad to spot these landmines. He needs to help out his teammate by sending over some camouflage Kettengrads to sweep with those mines. Stag hounds push way forward. Warhorse on the stew. Right now the VPs are in favor of the Brits, 324 versus 159. Double Firefly push way forward. And we've got an actual barrage there, not a decoy. 3, 2, 1, explode. Oh, ran a little bit wide there. Let's capture the VP. Wipes out one of those squads there. Gets the 4-man squad upgrade, or just right as he lost that one squad there. Somehow this other one does not get wiped on out.
Germany is conceding a sector point to the Commonwealth. Enemy unit. We must rally.
Black 88 being salvaged over here. Stormtroopers push forward. Does spot landmines being built. Tiger tank can force fire the ground with the or just explode him like that. Squad somehow managed to live. That was a direct hit in the middle of the formation and the landmine exploding. I could have sworn that squad would have been wiped out in one shot there. More landmines get detonated over here. There's landmines everywhere. Got 17 pounders also everywhere as well. Thanks to his increased population, maximum population is able to field a very large number of weapons. And since the Wehrmacht players have been going for too much anti-vehicles, he doesn't have anything to engage these guys here. Bomb grenade will explode these guys though, even though that was a stun grenade. He may also want to go for more STG stormtroopers. Their Efficiency 3 STG stormtroopers are incredibly lethal. And the Royal Engineer player is doing a good job of spending all of his munitions. There must be landmines everywhere. I don't see too many landmines in the field. Of course, got a pair there. Healing the AT gun with board, so it's hyper resilient. Even Suksfus will have trouble taking it out. You have to take out the engineers first. Triple Firefly here, very good. Oh, got Henschel strafing on in. Next round of Henschels may take out the whole formation. Flak 88 may take out another one. Oh, Flak 88 rolls a bounce somehow. Oh, he has AT grenades. Wait, the Flak 88 got 2 bounces? What's the bounce rate of a Flak 88 on the Firefly? I thought it was basically 0. Henschel takes out the other 2 though. Henschel's just flying about. I think that's... Nope, that's an actual barrage. That Flak 88's constantly not doing good at all. I thought the Flak 88 was just basically guaranteed to pen Fireflies. I guess not. That's decoy barrage. And finds a landmine. Stormtroopers and Grenadiers heading down south. Get some great hits with that stew. Panstrax taking on the emplacement. And does take out the emplacement. Those two Stormtroopers though. Back on, I'm gonna hit by another Panstrax squad here. Tank Buster. Axis player is trying to break this containment, but this Royal Engineer player is really dug in. He spent most of his manpower reserve, still has quite a bit of fuel reserve. Actually never built an armor command truck. Butterfly bombs have been dropped right there. He does have a scope rifle squad, so we can help see them. The engineers, of course, can clean up even without minesweepers. They just need something to spot it. Panther taking a pounding. Panther does take a pen there. Two-two's rotating around. Frag grenade thrown.
Munitions depot is being overrun.
Pioneers to take a bit of damage. Up north, got the Grenadiers taking some hits. Commandos are falling back now.
One of our forward sectors.
Does take a pen there. Sending powder now being deployed out once again. Up north, got the British blob. Falls on back. Does hit the stag hound there. We got another barrage there, an actual barrage. Takes up the stag hound. We have another firefly. Seeing some more suppression there. Hits the firefly there. STG squad hitting the Royal Engineers. He's eventually hit 3 defense STG squad. And looks like the Panther squad just stick around, start hitting the firefly more. Got a commando squad there. Yep, power defense or Sim City. It's on the fall back there.
Reports indicate the Germans just got the tank.
Tiger tank does go down. Got a natural barrage and a decoy barrage there. I'm not sure which one's which. Don't think it really matters. Firefly or Sim kind of gets good hit there onto the Panther. STG squad hitting this guy here. In this case, since he went for Royal Engineers, these emplacements have the boars from increased health, and I mentioned increases maximum population because right now he's at 112 compared to his teammate who has 92, so he can even field even larger, even more defenses, even though he's nowhere near pop cap.
25 points remaining on the German side. I say again, 5 points remaining with the Germans.
And right now he's been maintaining quite a sizable army on the field as well. And overhealing the emplacements that have boards also just compounds that make them even more durable. Captain tree as well, so he's not opposed to using exploits as well. It looks like this player has back to the game. These guys do get hit. 2-2 does go down. That, of course, is this player here. And that one player back of the game, both players, yep, both pirate players out of the game now. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I have time for one last replay tonight, but I do need to use the restroom again. Please give me a moment. I'm back. Let's see. That was this one there. Let's see. Could do this one. It rails a metal. Wolf Hetza does mix it up a little bit. Likely gonna be my last replay for tonight. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. As well on bottom left side as the Panzer Elite Forces, we've got Lightning _ Strikes _ again. As the other Panzer Elite player, we've got Ominous Harbinger. On and top right side as the U.S. forces, who's immediately going for a support weapon center. We got Sky is the limit. And spawn is the British forces. We got Tau. HQ, no. You won't make it. I think they pinged this structure there. May they pinged another structure. Not sure what they're referring to at this point since I can't see pings.
Kampfbereit.
Let's go for the squad. Gets me on some heavy cover. He is not decapping it. He's making it now. Because he doubted his teammate, but he's glad that he was successful. More Panzergrenadiers push forward, so not keep capturing the sector. Just trying to fight it out, which is not a bad idea. 30 cal push forward. Another intersection sort of crawling around here. Intersection backing on off of minimal health. 30 cal firing away, that's going to cause some issues. But not 4 HQ has been fully deployed. You can back that guy on, yep, backs on this side, gets reinforcements, or reinforcing it. And he can keep it outside the garrison until he's needed to push forward. Panzergrenadiers with behind heavy cover here can help protect it as well. Of course, the US 30 cal will pose a problem when these players should eye for mortar half tracks sooner rather than later. Infantry section trying to capture this point. Me Mort, so he is going to go for a mortar half track. Or for a Morty, one of the three. Leningrad moving around. You have the Panzergrenadiers rotating around, hitting the engineers. Does decapture the sector, but this Panzergrenadier needs to get on out and get reinforcing. Another US 30 cal here. He's doing a good job of just providing good frontline protection, or maybe the back lines. It's not necessarily the front line. Intersection looks heading this fuel sector. Leningrad here. No doctrine selected yet. No doctrine selected yet. The US player going for a support weapon center. He may need eye for airborne or for rangers in order to get a infantry replacement. Section push way forward. Engineers come from the fuel sector.
Zed, over. Panzergrenadiers, ready for order.
As he does flank this garrison, there's no windows on the side. Slowly being knocked on out. Needs to get back on off over here. Then his other squads push forward to get behind that heavy cover. Doesn't look like he has healing yet, though. I wonder if they can reach the healing behind the train cars there as well. Start like A moving forward over here to start peppering up this guy here. We do have a sniper now pulling a few, pieing around to get an angle on these guys. Panzergrenadiers getting peppered up as well. Sniper hits one of the Panzergrenadiers. Oh no, not one of those. Decapturing the garrison now. Nothing being upgraded here. Gets out of the garrison. Because he stay inside the garrison a bit of time to get there, further back, and immediately drops a model. At least he interrupts the actual order, so it's sort of reverting back for even further. Mortar half track, more firing away. Throwing over some ammo boxes. Good to push right forward. Sniper may be pursued. Could be pursued. But the Cal gets forcing back. Penegrad advancing. No doctrine selected on this player yet. Mortar half track firing away.
Anti-tank Tellermines are ready, meine Kampftruppen.
So this player, not this player, but the player we have selected has gone for Tank Hunter, so Tellermines. TD.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
2-2 firing away, hitting the Brens. Sniper somewhere. Grenadiers hitting the Brent. That Brent's one needs to fall back. Better get wiped on out. 2-2 has plenty of health to pursue it. Lieutenant back here. Just one defense. Both those squads is really wounded. Sniper connects on the Grenadiers. Looks like there's still no healing here. Can I grab here? Looks like no doctrine selected for him yet. Cal picking up the 2-2-2. Need AT half track, I think. Grenadiers hitting this 30 cal, forcing him back. We have now a motor pool being established. No supply yard upgrades. K2. Not sure what K2 is. Does destroy. Wait. I think that was a US landmine, not a telemine. Oh, we got 221 here. Getting button and ripped apart. Yep, that was poor control there.
The enemy has struck.
2-2 firing away. The Axis players do have good control, but the British players could outbreak this by getting out a 25-pounder, I would expect.
We have gained the ability
And
to
we likely will
obstruct
see
the troops from
Greyhound
Enemy
relatively
forces
soon.
are attacking our petrol depot.
30 cal here. Putting 30 cal on one of these garrisons up to keep this area secure wouldn't be half bad idea. Or maybe just keep this road secured near this fuel point, like set it up here. There is a teller mine there if you could not tell. Grenadiers pushing up north. Looks like he's declared he's going for Luftwaffe Grand Forces, so no scorched earth. Oh, there's a US landmine. Don't pet it too hard. Looks like the Kaliningrad is getting peppered up by the third. Ooh, how much friendly fire was that? 2-2 are pretty good at doing friendly fire versus light vehicles. That's a teller mine.
To aid our worthy cause.
Fully immobilized. He asked mortar half track to barrage it. His teammate has a mortar half track, right? Mortar half track just backing off from these units. 2-2 is firing away. Guess it says where. Vampire here. Vampire probably has vision. Maybe not, but mortar half track was barraging roughly. I think based on its angle, I think it's actually barraging here. It does get interrupted though by the blob. 2-2 is pushed right forward. Squidboat squad about to get ripped apart. The tracks have been repaired. He can escape. Got another tunnel mine. AT gun takes out 2-2.
Destroyed a vehicle.
ready.
Old mortar deployed on the field. It's gone. Push way forward. Does find the Kaliningrad. Does get fully mobilized. Kaliningrad has recamouflaged. Mortar is engaging at point blank range. Does take a pen, of course. Mortar splashing as well. Goes he's out of range of. Nope, he's still in range. Does receive a bounce actually. Was the garrison's under siege by an M1 AT gun. He does finally have forward healing here, getting some good amount of healing. Funkwagen taking some hits. He has enough munitions for Goliath.
We have been provided with advanced repair capabilities.
It's the light ATF track. And we've got a piece of debris in the sky. A fence. A brick wall. Double sniper straight forward versus 1, veteran C2. Action selected there. We do have a 30 cal on top of the teller mine. AT gun here. Teller mine here still exists. Does take a pen. US player building a landmine. Teller mine here, landmine here. Incomplete or cancelled mine there. 30 cal hits the Panzer Grenadiers. Fresh 221 now deployed in the field. Does pick up the Piet there. Mortar may get a good hit there. I think that mortar's going to drop right in this formation. Double mortar. The second one got a good hit. Sniper fires away, hits this Panzer Grenadier.
Our munition stores are under attack.
Mortar. All these vehicles gotta stay away from these AT guns. Rolls a miss there. Incendiary mortar there, which may blow up the teller mine. It is damaging teller mine, but may not blow it up. Another incendiary mortar, which may blow up that US landmine that was somewhere in this region. It blew like it just did as I cut away. Perfect cut to extreme or explosion. Yet the teller mine is only slightly singed, so it's still pretty rare. Even though I like my stuff medium rare. Another vehicle goes down, Pittsburgh's straight forward. We'll decrew this AT gun, I think. 30 cal firing away, suppressing all these formations, very nice. All these forces straight forward. Kaliningrad here, camouflage and hidden. Kaliningrad trying to escape on out of there. Like ATF track falling him back. Fresh Goliath. Driving in the middle of the formation. And gets a good explosion there. Gets the explosion off before they're shooting back for the increased dodge. All four squads will fall back. Does hit the Luftwaffe ground forces a little bit.
clear. Send.
221 catch from the fuel sector. See, how's those snipers? Sniper still alive here.
Infantry. March for Pentagon.
Singed tower mine still here. This one's still over here. Incendiary mortar, which may have wiped out. No, the engineer squad does fall back in time. 221 and 222s engaging this garrison and Panzer Grenadiers. Snipers hitting these Panzer Grenadiers. Sniper still alive. That Panzer Grenadier may get wiped on now. It does. And also drops a Panzer track. AT guns push forward, which may take out this mortar half track. British forces push forward, getting covered up by now a bunch of 222s. 222 does get hit there. And this one explodes. Snipers moving around.
Incoming fire.
Verbal one deployed in the field. I think right now it's better to go for short barrel Panzer IVs due to the nature of the amount of Piats on the field. Up north we do have the... oh, that's a mortar. I suppose if there's no anti-tank assets for the shoot, just go to your opponent's base and take out the machine gun placements. No, a terrible idea. That's probably a better idea than having to sit around and do nothing.
We have eliminated the enemy once
Oh,
more.
looks like a AT gun may have found a tower mine. And not splash the snipers there.
Our munition stores are under attack.
Panzer Grenadiers moving around. Got purchase of one on multiple Panzer Grenadiers with offense.
Cruisers, veteran C upgrades available.
Lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Rifle Grenadier squad does fall back. We got now the Luftwaffe ground forces push way forward. World War I push way forward. Oh, incendiary mortar there. Immolates a 30 cal entirely. Does drop the gun. Rather having it vanish in thin air. Oh, landmine detonation here. Looks like the engineers do pick up the Panzer Schreck. And it looks like the Kenigrad will get spotted. And Kenigrad has gone down. Best use of Broken to get that recovered. Destroyed and crit there from light ATF track. Fully mobilized, however, there's engineers immediately repairing it, so may recover. Keep an eye on all the red. Slowly keeping damage up, prevent the crits from being repaired. And the mortar took out all the repair engineers and also drops the said Panzer Schreck. Mortar will take out the Staghound.
Defensive veteran C level 1 achieved.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Calliope now deployed on the field here.
We are
Oh, we
losing
got some
a sector.
kangaroos. Load up with at least one Piet squad. I think there's 2 Piet squads in the back of that. There's a bit more than just 2 squads now.
We're taking fire! Here!
We do now have the Life Here Rocket Barrage getting a good amount of damage done. Ram Kangaroo heading down south. And there's at least one Bren squad load in the back of it. Kaliningrad has gone down, and the carcass immediately gets crushed, so you can no longer use a Bergentia to get that recovered.
Kampfgruppe Leer is losing a munitions depot to the enemy.
Vampire up here, oof, nasty. Because that will seal all the income across all the sectors. Snipers right there. Oh, something exploded over here. Looks like it crushed the carcasses. Looks like the Kaliningrad. Mortar have track on down. Landmine found by the Firefly. I guess he said on my way to hit the Firefly. Incendiary mortars back there. Calliope rocket barrage in the mortar half track. Kangaroo advancing. That's a good number of 2-2s, but that can't do much against the Firefly. Mortar here gets buttoned. Of course, it is hold down, so should get its fire partially restored. Kangaroo does go down, partially crushes some of these guys. You can see by that guy, he's really not happy for being crushed. And explodes out there. Looks like it was a lieutenant. To be fair, when he was passing out, could not identify it was a lieutenant. But looks like his body was in one piece, so it should be an open casket funeral. Got rifle grenades there. Firefly getting repaired up, has only damage and crit there. Looks like a half track one down once again. Motor Calliope, so the Allies are starting to get their artillery online. Biggest thing right now for the X-Players is that Funkwagen. Just a defensive Panzer Grenadier. Not a bad idea. Kaliningrad has been completed. Looks like this wounded Panzer Grenadier will not be focused on any further. US landmine here. All those Panzer Grenadiers now falling back. Five-year rocket barrage ring on in. Mortar half track now deployed in the field. Looks like the Whirlwind's getting hit. Kampfgruppe Company taking some good hits. B2's firing away. Got a good number of Panzer Grenadiers. We got Kaliningrad. He is repair armor, tank hunter, so he's able to get repairs from them. All these horses are starting to fall back. Incendiary mortar on top of the AT gun. Mortar falling back, took some damage. I wonder if he's been using armor-piercing rounds in the mortar. Looks like the 2-2. They peppered up. They use some armor-piercing rounds with that 2-2. Rifle grenades raining on in. Verbal wind firing away. Officer artillery being summoned. Looks like it's gone for raw artillery. And does take up the verbal wind. No armor-piercing rounds from the 30 cal.
Under attack at their base.
Calliope raining on in as well. It looks like 2-2 do take out the 30 cal. Scope rifle squad here. And Cinder Grenade in the garrison will help out. A lot of these structures are quite damaged. It'll take a bit of time to repair it up. Maybe his teammates, Kettengrads, can help out with that. Just queue up all the repair orders. Your mortar half track spotted from the camouflage Kettengrad, which may destroy this AT gun. IPs, however, running on in down south. So 25 pounders on the field.
The unique Yak Panther can now be called to remote locations.
Oh, Jag Panther before Hetzer. Am I crazy? He replied, yeah. So, yes, I am going crazy. Do you have now, of course, the US landmine there? Telemine still over here. Incendiary mortar does rain on in. And the Pentagon is taking some damage there. Calliope rocket barrage engaging. Kettengrad has gone down. Best use of broken ticket to get that recovered. Everything's starting to fall back here. That mortar probably would have been a deadly shot when as it lands. Nope, it would not. Rained a little bit too far. Both US snipers still alive, and they're also Veteran C3. That one just got Veteran C3. I'm surprised they're not camouflage right now. They're Veteran C3 snipers. Oh, I hear a Jag Panther.
The enemy is attempting to seize a fuel point. The enemy has destroyed one of the comfortable vehicles.
Looks like Kettengrad has gone down. Best use Borgen ticket to get that recovered. Howdy. 2-2 skirmishing around, trying to hit this machine gun placement. Does not take it out. It's trying to back off, trying to avoid the Firefly and the Piets. One does go down, misses its landmine. Hans Grenadier needs to start falling back. Looks like a landmine got detonated from that Calliope. I think that was the US landmine. Firefly is trying to gauge the Jag Panther in melee. The Jag Panther's an agile unit. Main gun short a crit there from the backline mortar. Backline mortar really helped out the Jag Panther, saving it a bit of pain. It has plenty of health at the moment, but keeping its health high is always very nice. Takes a bit of time to repair that up. It's good news for a bit of spotting to push forward and then stop. Does main gun short crit there. I hate the crit system in Comfort Heroes 1. And Firefly accept death. Calliope rocket barrage draining on in. But it's there on the 2-2s. All these forces do fall back. Got now a 17-pounder here. No Hummels barrages there. One of these players may have access to Hotchkisses, but that's hard to tell. Good hit there. Incendiary mortar. The tank hunter player we have selected has not deployed a pan support command, so he won't be even close to a short warp transporter or Hotchkiss, regardless of which option he has available. Both snipers still alive. One's at 20, one's at 22 kills. Artillery raining in here. Jag Panther has taken some damage. Hitting the mortar with a sniper sounds like a great idea. Bounce onto the Jag Panther. He does have, of course, the logistics company suitable for the 4-man squad, but only has 2 Panzergrenadiers to benefit from it, so probably not really needed or worth it. Though it does have a bit of stockpile resources, so he could actually expend some resources onto it, and then go for a 3rd Panzergrenadier of some sort. Here comes the British Blob. Mortar half track, getting peppered up quite a bit. Yeah, Panther can get overran. He is now exhausted. Mortar half track needs eye for barrage or incendiary barrage. Probably regular barrage is probably the most responsive. His teammates Panther 3-4 buttons one them. They have health. Jag Panther does not. Of course, PS are not exactly the most reliable handheld AT unit. Other Panthers trying to crush these units. It gets a good amount of crushes there, actually. This one has, both of them took a beating along with the Jag Panther, so these are going to be out of commission for a bit of time. He does still have 2 Kettengrads left for repairs. Both snipers still alive here. 2-2 could pursue them to the ends of the earth. Get some good hits there on that AT gun. Oh, picks up another AT gun here. Sacks the engineers, wipes out this AT gun. And this gun's almost destroyed. You got it decrewed, but before it actually get abandoned, it got exploded. And we got the Calliope rocket barrage and hit this 2-2, but this garrison's drawing and absorbed most of those shots there. Yeah, Panther's out of actually 1 defense. You know, I never know. I think people will go for emergency defense. The Jag Panther matched Panthers, but it has pretty good frontal armor. Maybe we gotta better go for offense. Maybe it's a good unit for mixed veterancy. Also, I'm not sure. The Jag Panther's not exactly super common in a lot of games. Mostly see an overproduction of Hetzers. And when you have the Jag Panther available, just go for it. And usually the game's decided that by that point. We do now have the 25-pounder getting under siege from the Martyr. That was a 17-pounder hit there. It looks like this get finished off by... I'm not sure. Didn't think this thing was reloaded. Maybe the 30 cal had armor piercing rounds loaded.
We have destroyed an enemy unit.
Wipes out the engineers. The British player pushed forward to his opponent's base. Logistics company needs repairs or transport command. Not really worth sieging down your opponent's base at the moment. But this player did lose a number of structures. And the other ones are just severely damaged. Yeah, Panther not being repaired on up. Incendiary mortar barrage there looks like it's immolating the AT gun. And actually the AT gun itself is about to get fully destroyed. You can see it's taking quite a bit of damage there.
We are losing a sector.
And, oh, again, the incendiary effect occasionally gets the edge of a Calliope. Burns that gun down entirely as well. Does find the telemine there, knocks out the M10 in one shot. It's at basically full health. And how you took a bit of damage there. Like, I don't know why. It seemed like that Incendiary Barrage was extra potent, like had a high armor pen, taking out the AT gun that quickly. Because usually it doesn't take it out that quickly, if I remember correctly. And also got, of course, the engine crit there on the Calliope.
A vehicle has been destroyed in action.
It's not like this player went for Tank Hunter, he went for Luftwaffe Ground Forces, so now some weird auction shenanigans, I believe. The Blob of British Infantry versus the Pensley Panthers.
Panzer, we're losing a few people to the enemy.
Ooh, I look like a squad wipe there. Not to mention Panzer Grenadiers being hit as well as the Panther.
Must work together to defeat our enemy.
Jag Panther, push forward, Veteran 1.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Group Sealed, STGs. STGs, 4-man squad, STGs would be pretty nice versus the British Blob. Does take some bounces. Kaliningrad here trying to decapture the VP. Oh, Lewis got a bit of a retreat bug. Gets one decaptured, but does lose the squad entirely. Looks like I got 3 Panthers for this player. While the Tinker player has no Panthers available. Doesn't really need it, has plenty AT. Short barrel Panzer IVs would be very nice. I really do think people should go for short barrel Panzer IVs more often. G43 squad trying to capture the central VP.
The enemy is weakening even now.
Panthers, looks like one does get bottom, that one's at full health. Multiple M10s in the backline, and suppose AT guns straight forward. This person's gone for Luftwaffe Ground Forces, but doesn't. Oh, there's the Henschels. M10s force him back thanks to his Henschels. This one's getting hit. Nice ice. I guess that's what he typed. We do have a telemine here, so be careful. We got a telemine here. Be careful. Don't stand on top of it when there's Calliope rocket barrage going. Also got some butterfly bombs here. Most of the snipers did go down at one point in time. Don't remember seeing them going down, but they're dead.
The enemy remains strong with 300 points.
Yep, no humos this game. Telemine being built there. Oh, looks like a half-track went down to the Piets. Don't know what type of half-track it was. Jag Panther taking some damage, not too crazy at the moment. Gaining number of pens of the Jag Panther. Does get suppressed there by one of the G43s. No lieutenant in that formation. Gopher squad does get wiped out by the STG squad. M10's straight forward, hitting the Panthers. This one's almost down. This one has plenty of health at the moment. Allied War Machine now activated. We do have a Telemine. Does take out one of the M10s. It's the other M10. Up north is a Kettengrad. Kettengrad does receive engine crit. His 3 Panthers are still alive at the moment. Especially 2, especially 1, and unvetted. Yag Panther's taking some bit of a pounding. Firefly is at full health. Taking some rear armor hits there and front armor pens. And it looks like 2-2's getting peppered up quite a bit.
Making ready for action.
Both vetted lieutenant down, I think what he says. Or lieutenants, I should say. It's British flavored. Right here there on those Panzer Grenadiers. Live here, rocket barrage running on in.
Our allies are under attack at their base.
Kenninggrad has gone down, structure's gone down. This player's lost all of his structures. So now I can't really complain for spamming out Panthers since he has nothing, no other vehicles he could deploy on the field. I suppose he could always go for more Kettengrads. But you won't be able to play on the Burgundy tickets to get them recovered. Mortar half-track took a beating. Martyr now complete, another martyr. Which I'm surprised he's building martyrs. I suppose they are cheaper manpower than Hetzers. Hetzers are 600 manpower, so they're actually expensive. Control ready, very nice. That's named the pilot of the aircraft, of the V129B3. Or HS129B3. Panther does take a pen. Now we got Henschel spin something. There's a good formation of armor there. Panzer Grenadiers here. Got some Piets and Scope Rifle or Rifle Grenadiers. Panther, Panther still receiving a large number of repairs. All the infantry's falling back. Firefly as well. Kenninggrad here spotting. Panther here taking some poundings. Panther crushes through the forest. M10 goes down. Priest has been ordained on the field. But looks like he's going to become extra holy soon. Double collide here barrage. Takes out the AT gun. Martyr straight forward. Especially one Yag Panther, who has somehow 10 infantry kills. We got some GGs. Looks like he's happy with his teammates' performance. To be honest, he didn't do bad either. Carry implies mean you just got crushed and didn't do all too much. He did stuff this game, so. Looks like one player's backed out of the game. That would be the US player. The British player looks like I'm sticking around a little bit longer. There's only a short window where the AI can do something correctly. And that short window is already passed with the Calliope's going to melee range. There goes those pioneers. Well, not pioneers, Luftwaffe ground forces. Check their resources when it gets placed. I'm not sure what exactly referring to. Maybe when talking about the British HQ. Don't think there's any observation posts. Nope, there's also. Oh no, that's locked down. Pershing, AI Pershing. Yep, looks like he's messaging. And speaking foreign, it's either German or Luxembourgish. Destroyed engine crit there. The AI is base Russian. Okay. I have no idea what the AI does. Why did the AI send the Pershing to his opponent's base? Martyr and Yag Panther returning home. We do have a Efficiency 2 Yag Panther, which I don't think I've seen a Efficiency 2 Yag Panther in a while. Well, the Yag Panther's going to do some good work. Pick off the M10, get some Efficiency going. Who knows, maybe the Yag Panther will get Efficiency 3 this game. Yag Panther scored the kill, so if it scores a kill on the Pershing, it could get Efficiency 3. Yag Panther rolls a miss there. It might just now it's at 0 health. And Mango destroyed a crit there. And looks like the Panther takes it out and not the Yag Panther.
Enemy's tanks do not stand a chance against our superior fighting capability.
Once the British player starts sticking around, the AI is, of course, doing AI things. British player brings his armor command truck. I don't think that got destroyed. No, it may have been destroyed. There was something locked down this HQ. Or the HQ, munition sector. Ocean Jaegers ambush spawn the Rifle Grenadier. May see not a incendiary grenade, but the anti-structure grenade. An extra hot grenade. FG-42s.
Our brave infantry can now double their efforts against enemy tanks.
Panzer Grenadiers to get a Panzer truck. AT grenades now open or can be casted.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Yeah, Panther a little bit idle back here. We have a Pershing here he can engage, though it does need a bit of repairs. Down to one Ketegrad who has Veterancy 1. I always like seeing Ketegrads get Veterancy. It has no weapon, but yet can still get Veterancy. I wonder... Yeah, the Allies for right now have no income thanks to that vampire. I forgot this vampire's been here this entire game. I haven't switched between players because I want to keep the mini-map available, but that's no longer needed. We've got double, triple lot of Veterancy on the Panthers. British player casts Z's. AI Pershing exists. Yag Panther Veterancy 2. Why waste time? You're wasting your own time as well. Panther engaging the priest. lot of drop weapons there. Just gonna fast forward. It's over. Looks like the Ag Panther won't get efficiency 3 before the end of the game. Oh, it gets efficiency 3. And that is the end of the replay. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So as I mentioned beforehand, that is going to be actually my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.